We're here with head baseball coach Neil Ioviero, John Carello, and Frank LoGiudice after Kean's 9-1 victory over Westfield State. Coach, opening statement.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of games this year where we've gotten out to a lead so early, so that was great to just get some early runs to take some pressure off of our pitcher, and it was nice to keep building those runs inning after inning. Our offense did a really good job of moving the line and handling the situations that they were given. We got a couple of key bunts down. If they had a miscue, we were able to take advantage of it. And you know, you don't get many games like this where you're playing with that kind of lead, you know, so early on. So we're very grateful for that. And you know, Frank kept the score down obviously the entire game, which was great. And like we say all the time, this is survive in advance and just get to the next game. So thank God we're able to get to the next game.
Regardless of the outcome today, like 3-1, 9-1, whatever the case may be, you just got to be happy with, you know, these guys just getting to the final, you know, after the end, you know, not having the best end in the end jack. So it's got to just be a good feeling.
Well, I know this sounds crazy, but we've been through this so many times on both ends where if you win the conference tournament, you almost think that that's the season at that point, and you're all excited, and then you still have 2 more weeks before you play. But if you lose and you get the opportunity to get into this tournament, you end up practicing, we call it angry, all week, you know, the week and a half, 2 weeks, and you're more prepared and you're more focused on the details. So my job right now is just keeping them level-headed and trying to get them to advance and understand that the stakes get higher and higher. It's more fun every round you advance, and just, you know, that's the job of me at this point, to just not let them get complacent, because you know, that can happen, and it's fun. You know, there's no win that's not fun any time of the year, but we still got work to do.
Frank, I mean, another great performance today, especially on the mound and at the plate again, 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Just talk about your play today.
Thank you. So just, it all leads back going into that first inning when we had second and third, and Zach Marzano had a really clutch hit. Going up early in the game, 2 runs, it takes a lot of ease off me on the mound, knowing that we have a comfortable lead, we can just throw strikes, get ahead. Felt like I was locating pretty well early on, but the team really picked it up, finding barrels all day, which is really important, and just scoring a bunch of runs and finding a way on base.
John, as a leadoff batter, you really seem to set the tone for the rest of the order. Just talk about your play today and pretty much through this whole tournament.
Yeah, setting the tone, that's kind of just like been my approach at the leadoff spot, just trying to get on base and start the line for the rest of the guys. Everyone else does a good job putting me in, getting me in every time I get on base. So. How
much times do you think your energy plays a part in just the rest of the order?
I think a lot, I guess. Trying to get everybody else going, keep everybody's energy up, everybody's focused. Trying to make sure, even when we're up 9, just trying to make sure that we try to keep getting more runs on, keep playing defense, staying focused.
Talk about your play today. 2 for 4, you know, 2 RBIs, a run scored. Talk about what you were seeing out there.
Saw a lot of good strikes, a lot of good pitches to hit. Just trying to hit the ball hard every time. Trying to do too much.
Coach, these 2 guys to left and right of you, I mean, they're 2 key cogs in your team this year. I mean, just talk about the guy who was your MVP for this year, John, and then Frank.
I mean, from a leadership standpoint, it has nothing to do with this tournament. It's from the beginning of the year, you know, starting in September, the role he's taken on and just getting us together, whether it's our workouts, our study halls, our team stuff. Like, I'm very confident in what he provides us. He's great to have around. He's one of my favorite of all time. And it's funny, he's so down sometimes. Like last tournament, he was kind of complaining on the bench. He doesn't have a hit, and he's having such a bad tournament. And I said, well, the next round you might be the MVP. I said, you don't know. It has nothing to do with what happened 2 weeks ago. And I'm trying to get his confidence up, because it should be there. He's been playing well for us all year. So he's definitely a catalyst. I mean, his on-base percentage is through the roof. So him getting on is very key for our offense. No doubt he comes up with big hits. I mean, there's a couple of them we would like up in pressure situations, and he's one of them. And then, you know, Frank, this is really, you know, leading into what we went over last night with Tyler. I mean, as many tough games and assignments as Tyler's had, so has he. You know, look at the numbers he's pitched, the teams he's pitched against. If they've been, you know, the toughest teams we can give him, you know, we have a lot of doubleheaders in the league where you play every team twice. He's gotten the same assignments as Tyler, and he's come out with win after win most of the time. I have a high ceiling for him, and I don't let him get complacent because I'm a pitching person. And today's game, he did enough with that lead to keep the score down, but he's got to be better than that from here on out because he had 6 walks today and lost some concentration. But he finds a way to stay out there. He finds a way to make that pitch. It could snowball the other way, and that's what I'm proud of today. It didn't have to get to the point where he had to come out in the 6th inning or 7th. He was able to make those adjustments, and because I have so much confidence in him and I expect so much, you know, he gets a heavy crown from me pretty much on a daily basis. But I think he's able to handle it.
Frank, what was it like to get out of those jams? You know, feel good when you get out of those jams and just kind of relax and reset and go from there.
So the biggest thing with me is I'm not the fastest throwing pitcher. I'm not an overpowering pitcher. I mostly just like to fill up the zone as much as I can. I lost it late in the game, but I feel like if you just pitch to contact, they'll naturally, like Neil always says, that this game is not created to get hits, hit. If you just keep finding the zone, keep throwing strikes, eventually batters will get themselves out, they'll swing and miss, and you'll just collect outs throughout the game. The defense, they made a bunch of awesome plays. John, being at second base, there were times where I was getting rattled on the mound. He would just say, hey, like, take a deep breath, step off, like, clear your mind, and that got me refocused because he's a great leader to have on and off the field. And yeah.
So when those, you know, we spoke to Tyler about this last night. How much does it play when they make those big plays out in the outfield for you? Just
it's huge. The outfield played a huge role today, tracking down a bunch of balls. Zach Joe out in center field, Derek in right, Marzano in left. They were tracking down balls to the wall, running in on them. Had a lot of guys out in front with the changeup, Neil's favorite pitch. But yeah, it's definitely an effective outfield, and hopefully we can keep it going into tomorrow.
John, you know, obviously you try to keep Frank focused while he's out there, you know, backing him up. But let's talk about your defensive play out there and everything.
Just trying to make every play for the guy that's on the mound, no matter who it is, and making sure that they don't lose their focus. All it takes really is a deep breath when you're playing this game, and sometimes that's all they need. So as long as I can help.
Neil, one of your big models is stay where your feet are. So going into tomorrow, I'm assuming we're all going to stay where our feet are, but like the mindset. What's the mindset for tomorrow besides that?
I mean, they know me. I'm more of a glass half empty and more of a pessimist, trying to cover every stone, you know, every angle. So, you know, you play both scenarios out. We come out here and we play how we're capable of playing, and we get the first game, that's great. We can lose 2, we can win right away, we can win the second one. It doesn't matter as long as we get after it and play our best baseball, keep the pace going, and, you know, we're in a position, like these guys are ready. We're trained for the mission, we always say, and we're in a position now where, you know, God forbid we don't get the first game, we get another crack at it. That's a big deal to be, you know, have that luxury going into the game. But we still got to beat somebody. It doesn't really matter who it is. We're going to have to win another game to win this thing. You don't just get it with 2. So there's really no, you know, party tonight or anything like that. It's survive in advance, get some rest, and come out ready to go tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.